Good afternoon and evening, St. Mark's members and friends. My name is Paul Evans England. I serve as the Dean of St. Mark's Episcopal Cathedral here in Minneapolis. And I am coming to you here from my laptop where I'm going to do a new thing in front of you today. I'm going to try to record a little walkthrough of a screen share to talk with you a little bit about the cathedral program year, which really makes an official start this upcoming weekend, the 17th and 18th of September. We had a fantastic launch Sunday, last Sunday, actually last Saturday and Sunday. Saturday the 10th, we had our very first Misa in Espanol at 5:30 p.m. on that Saturday evening, the 10th. We had a first gathering of 30 faithful individuals who came together to celebrate with Father Netzoli in Spanish. It was a glorious first occasion, and we look forward to many more and hope that some of you who may have some interest in that, whether or not you speak a lick of Spanish, we hope that you'll show up just to worship with that community and build some new relationships. That's every Saturday evening at 5:30 p.m. And of course, we had a glorious Sunday morning with 8 and 10:30, followed by a festival picnic out on the plaza. I want to give special thanks to Kimberly Darnell Johnson for her masterful choreography of a vast team of volunteers to help pull off that event. Thank you to the Brotherhood of St. Andrews for staffing the barbecue pit. Thank you to Tina Kraby and the St. Mark's facilities team who helped with setup and takedown and making sure that all of the things that we need on campus are available to us. And of course, thanks as well to Mary Lusk, who oversees the program life at the cathedral, as well as to Tim Kingsley, who is serving as chaplain to the Brotherhood of St. Andrew. Evensong, of course, launched again this last Sunday evening as well, 5 p.m. every Sunday evening through the program year. And again, if that has not been part of your regular worship life, I hope that you'll consider doing so, particularly if you need an out for Sunday morning, but you still want to worship with your faith community on that given weekend, slipping in for a 5 o'clock Evensong and then heading out for a beautiful evening on the town. Lots of great dinner nearby and parks to walk through. Hope that you'll find some creative ways to fit Evensong into your life as well. This upcoming Sunday, Saturday and Sunday, again, we'll have Misa en Espanol Saturday evening at 5:30 p.m. Sunday, we'll have the same worship schedule, 8 a.m., 10:30 a.m., and 5 p.m. And what is beginning this upcoming Sunday is really the Sunday program here. And on Sunday morning during the 9 to 10 hour, children and youth programming will start once again. And many of you have already been in touch with Brian Bliss, our new associate for Cradle to Career Ministries, aka Discipleship. Many of you have been in touch with him already to know what's happening there, but please check the events calendar and take a look at the links I'm going to share with you here shortly to find out exactly what Sunday mornings look like. And likewise, Sunday mornings will include, on the third Sunday of each month, a brief conversation with me, facilitated some group conversation in the community room, which is formerly known as the fireside room, yes, fireside room, I think was the official name when I got here. But anyways, every third Sunday we'll gather from 9 to 10 or so with official program 9:30 to 10, just to talk a little bit about what's happening at the cathedral. It's an opportunity for brief Q&A if there's wondering about what we're up to, or just general questions or conversations for that matter. But I'll generally come with a little something that I'm particularly interested in sharing with you. So again, I hope you'll show up for those. That's the third Sunday of every month. Now, this month is a little bit unique because we had kickoff Sunday last Sunday, so we didn't have youth group in the evenings. But moving forward, starting really in October, the plan will be that every second Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m., the youth group will meet on campus for a once-a-month evening gathering just to share some fellowship and fun together. And so that'll be on the second Sunday of October, November, December, and thereafter. But the very first gathering of that youth group from 4 to 6 p.m. Is actually going to happen this Sunday, despite the fact that it's the third Sunday. And again, most of you who are attached to that particular event have been contacted. But if not, or if you know other youth or families with youth who'd like to connect with the cathedral, have them contact either Brian Bliss directly or have them show up for youth group this upcoming Sunday, the 18th, at 4 o'clock p.m. Also this Sunday, the Cathedral Music Series kicks off its program year. Canon musician Raymond Johnston again is back for another fantastic season, and actually, really the first full season back to something like in person and his normative practice of those music series events since 2019. He'll be back this Sunday in the Cathedral Nave for a performance at 2:30 p.m. And so I hope that you'll not only be there for that, but I hope you'll figure out how to fit the music series into your religious and spiritual life this year as well. I do want to just point out a couple things here on the website. And again, this is basically what we're trying to do. There's a lot happening at the Cathedral. We know that there's a lot that's happening in your personal lives, and we certainly don't expect the Cathedral to be the only source of information in your life. And in fact, we know that we're competing for bandwidth with other demands on your life, be it work or school or your social life. And so what we're trying to do is make sure that the information comes to you in a way that's accessible, in a way that is functional and actionable. Don't mind that it presents itself nicely so that it's attractive. But the goal is to help you make informed decisions about those things that we're doing at the Cathedral, of which there are many, but we want to help you make decisions about those things that are going to be most important and helpful for you during this program year. And so the website aims to do that. So you see here, if you come to the landing page, the homepage of the Cathedral at ourcathedral.org, this is basically what you come to. You come to a landing page. You can see up here, we always have the worship schedule up here. Sunday at St. Mark's, 8 a.m. Holy Eucharist Rite 1 is not blue because it's not a hyperlink to live stream. You can see 10:30 and 5 p.m. are blue because they're live stream hyperlinks, and they'll take you directly to Voxcast for the live telecast of the service. We've added this events calendar this year underneath here. We're continuing to populate it, but we've got the basic kind of bread and butter of the Cathedral there in terms of worship, and some basic programs on the calendar at this point. But as we continue to fill in the calendar, it will be more and more functional. But you can hop in there and it'll show the calendar, and you can hop on any of the particular links within it, particular events, and they'll take you to information about them. And some of those events, like for example, gospel-based discipleship on Mondays at 12:15, when you click on that particular event, as I'll show here, when you click on the calendar and it takes you into the calendar, come down here and you click on next Monday's gospel-based discipleship. You'll see it pops up some information about gospel-based discipleship, 12:15 p.m. And here it says Zoom. And if you hover over that Zoom, a little finger comes up, which tells you it is a hyperlink. So you can click on that and it'll take you directly to the waiting room to be let into gospel-based discipleship. Right? Does that make sense? That's basically kind of how all those events work. If there's a hyperlink to get into something, that's where that will be. Let me hop back here to the main page. Underneath the welcome here, which is a basic description of what we're doing at the Cathedral, as you all know, we've got a Benedictine spiritual framework for us, which is focused on each one of us having a rule of life that we're responsible for, which balances prayer and study and service. And the Cathedral's aim is not only to hold that framework up for each of us and help us kind of, in a way, measure how we're doing according to our own measurements, but also our task is to make sure that we have resources available to you to equip you for each of those, practicing within each of those three categories of prayer, study, and service. So there's a basic outline there. Then you come down here to what we will generally try to keep here on these tabs are really kind of the headlines, the things that we think are most important for you to know, certainly this week, if not this month and this entire season. So again, information here about the music series coming back beginning this Sunday at 2:30. Information here about the new discipleship groups that are starting up this fall. And I do want to point this to you in terms of that space around the study category. If you click into the discipleship groups here, it's going to take you to a list of various groups being led this fall by fellow Cathedral members who are simply leading out of their passion for the content. There's no assumption here of expertise, and although they are read in these areas, but what this is really about is passion. These folks have found something that they're passionate about sharing with others, and they want to do so in the context of a small group. So we'll have an Acting for Justice group led by Mary Ramsbottom, which starts in a couple of weeks. The Way of Love group is back this year, starts on the 20th. Contemplation and Meditation with Jim Folk, Hidden Spirituality of Men with Brandon Lorge, Enjoying a Life of Imperfections with Mary Lusk, and Spending Time with Scripture with Kent Rom. That is the only of the 6 discipleship groups this fall that is in person, and it will gather from 11 to 12 on Wednesdays in the community room, again with Father Kent. There are registrations, as you can see. Each of those discipleship groups has a register here link attached to it. And so I encourage you, if you're feeling a little thin in your study area, or if you're just feeling like you've got a little bit of time and a desire to connect with some other folks around some common interests, I hope you'll go and click on that discipleship groups page and take a look there and register for something right away. Again, new this year, we've added a simple sort of one-stop summary sheet of day-to-day guides for worship and prayer. If you click on that, it gets you to a Sunday through Saturday schedule here. Basic explanation about what we're doing around prayer, basic program here, Gospel Place Discipleship on Mondays, morning prayer on Tuesdays, Holy Eucharist is in person in the nave on Wednesdays at 12:15. We're joining with the House of Prayer for their online contemplative prayer on Wednesday afternoons. The Cathedral's contemplative prayer group gathers Thursdays at 9 a.m. There's an online Compline group that gathers via Zoom Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. Friday is your free time to practice whatever kind of Friday prayers you want. It's not unusual that those Friday prayers would be attached to the theme of Good Friday. If you look through the daily offices, oftentimes the special prayers are attached to a noontime reflection around the foot of the cross. So that's not an unusual theme for Fridays, is something related to that. And again, back to Saturday, Saturday evenings, 5:30 p.m., Misa in Espanol in the Cathedral nave with Father Neptali. So again, we've tried to create that resource for you so it's easy and quick to find that information. Youth group information over here, and information for children age 3 to 3rd grade. St. Mark's Connector is over here. If you have been attached to us and you're getting some information, but you feel like you're not maybe getting all of the information, I want to encourage you to click on that and sign up for the newsletters. There are multiple newsletters that come out each week, each with a particular focus. Monday is kind of a big picture about what's happening during the course of that upcoming week. There are also pieces that come out from me on Friday, and there's a regular Saturday email that goes out, which is your basic reminder for Sunday. It's got links to online services, information about the readings and music. So if you want all of that stuff and want to stay informed, that's the place to go to make sure you've got that. And again, we will typically keep our sermons right down here, the most recent. This sermon from last Sunday has not been posted up here yet, but that's not atypical. But we'll always keep the most recent sermons there. And if you click through those, it will get you to our YouTube page, which of course is the Cathedral archive of past sermons. So I hope you'll take advantage of that. And again, always background information from the Dean's desk with past messages there. So that's kind of a basic overview of the website. Again, our goal is to make sure that this is a resource to you as you're cobbling together your rule of life around prayer, study, and service. As a member of the Cathedral and as a disciple of Jesus, we want to make sure that you have everything that you need to practice your life with God. We talk about, and I particularly was talking about this on Sunday in my sermon, that what we're really about here is a relationship with God. This isn't sort of a rules-based faith community. It's not a place where we've got a playbook that describes the perfect life for each person, but what we're trying to do is help each person develop a meaningful relationship with God, because we believe that if you have that meaningful relationship with God, the rest will take care of itself. Your sense of identity, your sense of vocation and meaning and purpose in life will unfold. And we are here to support and to celebrate that with you. And we aim as a faith community to provide as much resource and encouragement in that discernment as we can. So that's what we're aiming to do here. Cathedral Bookshop is always a great resource for you. I hope you'll check that out. Cindy Lenny does incredible work in there with the bookshop team. So do take advantage of that. If there are changes to COVID protocols, you'll hear about them here. If you find yourself with some interest to make a one-time gift, you can always do that here to the Cathedral. We've got this organized via live stream as a priority, again, prioritizing worship here at the Cathedral as a pretty consistent entry point for most people. There's background information about us here, what we believe, who we are, the mission of the place, contact information for ministry team members and council members. And I do want you to take a little look at this covenants page. We've got some community norms here at the Cathedral that we enforce every fall, or we reinforce them every fall. Basically, they're norms by which we agree to live together. There's some basic stuff there about good, healthy communication and good, healthy conflict management and resolution. And again, access to ETMN, that's the diocese of which we're a part. If you're interested in seeing and hearing more about what they're about, and the Cathedral's history is right here if you want to dig into that. And no great surprise, programmatically, the website is organized by prayer and study and service. So all the information you need is under those pages, and we continue to improve that. And then again, for those of you who have maybe visited, who have maybe observed us online, but want to deepen your connections with us, maybe you've been walking along with us for a couple of years in this sort of strange COVID time, and now that we're back in a new way, maybe you want to modify the way that you're connected to us. And there's lots of information under the Connect tab here that will help you do that. We do want to get to know you. We don't want to prescribe your religious life for you, but we do want to help you define that religious life and your set of meaningful practices. And of course, we want to resource all of that for you as best we can. And like I said, our task then is to support and to celebrate and to companion you in your life with God. Last but not least, there's a drop down here, basic general resources for the Cathedral, lots of background information. All of our governance information is under here, under Cathedral Council and useful resources. Not only covenants, but the Cathedral's constitution and statutes, those sorts of things, is all under there. And under the Support St. Mark's, there are various ways that you can support your Cathedral financially. We will, of course, be heading towards the stewardship campaign here shortly, by which we mean more explicitly, even it's the annual pledge drive. And you'll be hearing more of that the latter part of September and through all of October. And we hope you'll continue to show up and be generous with your Cathedral as you have been in the past. And you'll have correspondence coming from your Cathedral leadership here in the next couple of weeks. But again, one of the things just to point out here is that this is a reminder, just in the way that this dropdown is organized, that there are really three ways that we ask each Cathedral member to think about how they support their Cathedral. One of them is by pledging to the annual operating budget, so there's annual giving. One of the ways we hope that you'll consider supporting the Cathedral is through capital gifts or project gifts. That's the second way. And then we also hope that you'll consider adding the Cathedral to your long-term plans and your estate plans in the form of planned giving, which goes to support the growth of our Cathedral endowment, which is managed by the Cathedral Foundation. And again, this fall, along with the stewardship drive, you'll continue to hear more information from the Cathedral Foundation as well, because we are all in need of significant resource moving ahead. And we hope that you'll be part of helping us be successful with those initiatives. So again, that's the Cathedral website. That's the basic background of information that we have parked here. You've heard a little bit about why we've organized it the way we have and why the information is here that we've got here. Your Cathedral staff and clergy and council are always available to you if you have comments or questions or inquiries or even challenges. We do want to hear from you. We're just absolutely doing our best to shepherd the resources we've got to be the most supportive for your spiritual life we possibly can. So again, welcome to the 2022-2023 program year. We launched last fall, and this last weekend, and this weekend we'll add a little bit more to the launch with a little more programs showing up. So again, figure out how you're going to be a prayer this program year at the Cathedral. Figure out how it is that you're going to be a learner this program year at the Cathedral. And in all the myriad ways that you already serve in the world, think about how service shows up for you as an expression of the faith that is within you. This is a rule of life that we all share. It is a privilege and an honor to do so. And I can't wait to see what God does in us and through us in the year ahead. God bless you each. Wishing you a great weekend, and we'll see you Sunday. Take good care. Bye bye.